Want to know the fastest way to kill a fashion brand producing too much too soon? Does this sound familiar? I love this design. My friends love it. Everyone says it's amazing. I'll produce 500 pieces, mark it up 6 times, and finally make some real money. If you have a fashion brand or if you're starting one, this thought has probably crossed your mind more than once. It definitely crossed mine. Thanks God I never acted on it. What usually comes next isn't talked about enough, and it's one of the biggest reasons so many new brands struggle or quietly disappear. Picture this: you design a dress, you pour your heart into it, your friends hype it up, Instagram loves it, so you decide to produce 300 pieces. The boxes arrive, it feels like a milestone, like you've made it. Then reality hits. Sales are slower than expected, not because the product is bad, but because small brands have small audiences, limited traffic, limited trust, limited awareness. Suddenly, hundreds of dresses are sitting in storage, your cash is locked in inventory, you can't develop new designs because you need to sell the ones you already made. And a year later, you can barely look at that dress anymore. Something that you once loved, now it feels like a burden. And sometimes there are problems that aren't obvious right away. For example, one customer says, it would be nicer if it would be a little bit longer. Another says, oh, the fabric is too sheer, or it's bleeding, or it's peeling after washing. Another one says, the fit is weird, or the sleeve is too long, or the sleeve is too short. One comment is feedback. 10 same comments is a pattern. But you can't change anything. You already made the batch. You are stuck. You have to sell them the way they are. And let's talk about trends. Maybe you produced 300 skirts in teal because it was the color of the year. A few months later, teal is gone. Or maybe last year it was tennis court and now customers have moved on. And you didn't sell all pieces because, again, you produced too many and your audience is too small. Here's a fact. The fashion industry produces between 80 and 150 billion garments every year, and up to 40% go unsold. That's not just wasted money, that's wasted time, energy, creativity, and passion. And it harms both our planet and garment workers. This is exactly why small batch production isn't playing it safe, it's playing it smart. Small batch means 20, 50, maybe 100 pieces per style, depending on the complexity of the design, but always intentionally. It usually means local or small-scale manufacturing, hands-on quality control, and also the ability to adjust the fit, the fabric, details based on real customers' feedback. Yes, mass production gives you a much lower cost per unit, but here is the real question. Can you afford to sit on hundreds of unsold pieces? Here's the truth no one tells you early enough. You're still building your brand awareness, your traffic, trust, and customer loyalty. Producing like a big brand before you sell like one, it's one of the fastest ways to burn out financially and emotionally. And emotional burnout is often worse than financial loss. Think of it this way. Small batch gives you freedom. Freedom to improve a fit based on real bodies, upgrade fabric or construction, adjust pricing and positioning, learn what customers actually buy, not just what they like, because what people compliment and what they buy are often two very different things. The smart path looks like this. Start with small batch production, sell, test, and learn. Refine the fit and construction, reward the best sellers, scale select styles, sizes, and colors. Not everything needs to grow at once. Your brand can evolve without being trapped by inventory, pressure, or trends. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more real talk about how to build a smart, sustainable fashion brand. And I'd like to hear from you. What was your biggest lesson you've learned so far about production or inventory? Drop it in the comments. Let's start a conversation and to get to know each other. Thank you so much for your company, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey friends, so it's a tradition already. I'm showing you the studio and the progress during the week. We finished the robes, you can see them on the table. They are ready for pickup. The tote bags are in progress. We started cutting today linen pants. This is our regular customer, and she's getting ready for summer. Tomorrow we finish cutting and start sewing them. And we also have these beautiful bias dresses in progress. We already cut them. Now sewing again summer pieces. And on Saturday we had a fitting with these gorgeous dresses for choir. Very hard for me to pronounce. I hope I pronounce it correctly. The fitting went well. We have some adjustments for the bigger size. The children's size was perfect. Also this week we started a project I'm thinking about for a while, making little goodies from scraps, small goodies. And we have one volunteer. We'll also have interns helping us. The mess behind her. So what I'm thinking is to use our scraps, saving the planet, and we'll make little goodies, sell them, and the money we'll use for charity projects for children. So I'm very excited. I'm still thinking about details, but it's kind of like still brainstorming. Well, my husband is downstairs. He's waiting for me. It's 9 p.m. Thank you so much again for your company. See you next week. Oh, come on. The fit is a bit off. Come on, Rudika, focus. Okay, cannot focus anymore. Focus, 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 focus. Okay. Great. One more time.